Hi there, I'm Andrew. Welcome to Adventure Rider. Today in my office in the woods, I am filming the new Dirt Series 2026 collection, actually launching towards the end of 2025. It's an amazing range, and I wanted to give you a very quick overview of what it stands for and why it's such an interesting series for lightweight adventure riding and for those who like to do the more hardcore parts of adventure riding. The Dirt Series has been around for nearly 10 years and it was in many ways too ahead of its time when it came out. But I think that the zeitgeist when it was released was much more about big heavy adventure bikes, road touring with big hard panniers and that kind of thing. It's only the last, I'd say 2-3 years that the real mainstream seems to be shifting towards lighter capacity, lighter weight, the Trans-Euro trail, very much designed for that almost enduro trail bike style approach to adventure riding that seems to have captured people's imaginations as being cheaper, more accessible, more fun, and just more adventurous really in my view. So this is a big update to the range. There'll be dedicated video reviews on all the highlight pieces that I mentioned, but I just wanted to take you through the general principles of it, why it's interesting. So the real differentiating factor with the Dirt Series is the idea that it's supposed to be combined with an armoured underlayer. This is in contrast to most clothing in the motorcycle market and adventure generally, where you have the armour sitting in the outside layer of whatever garment you buy. That's suboptimal in the sense that, think of MotoGP riders, think of just about anyone doing anything serious, and they have a body armour layer form-fitted to them that's in the right place at the right time with an extensive coverage of armour. It's also good for ergonomics. If you have a few slithers of armour on the outside of the shoulders and elbows, it's not going to do anything like the same amount of protecting, and it's not necessarily going to be in the right place at the right time. So the jackets, like the Blackwater that I'm in here, is level A approved. So it does come with armour in the shoulders and elbows, and you can put back in it as well. But it's very much designed so that you would take those out and wear them in conjunction with the backbone of the collection, the Rev'it Proteus, which is their Dirt Series body armour underlayer that I own. I've used many times. It's incredibly ergonomic and lightweight, but it has extensive protection down the back, down the flanks, down the ribs, as well as in the obvious places on the shoulders and elbows, and it's extremely comfortable to wear too. So then I simply took out the armour in the garment that I've got on here and combined it with that. But having the armour is a nice option because there will be times where I'm just going around town or I'm really doing a very lightweight day and I don't necessarily need the body armour underlayer, and you've got the choice then of still having some protection in those areas. You've got really a whole family of products within the Dirt Series, ranging from the neck brace all the way down to the boots with everything in between, meaning that you can configure however you want for the kind of riding that you do and the style that you like, and there's something really for everybody in every situation. So in terms of the range, it's kind of split into two camps. We've got the H2O series for the waterproof stuff, and we've got the mesh stuff for when you definitely don't need to be waterproof. You can combine the two, of course, if you want to have something that covers all bases. The mesh stuff that I have here is just brilliant for hot weather riding. So highlights in the mesh range are evolutions of products that I've worn before, like the Sierra jersey. This is the second version, which has much improved stretch, lots of nicer colours, and fundamentally you think this just looks like an MX jersey, but it's level BC approved for abrasion resistance, and this makes such a difference. If you don't need to sacrifice in terms of the ergonomics and the weight and the feel of the jersey, then why would you not go for something like this? It basically costs the same price as a normal MX jersey, but whereas those, the second they come into contact with just about anything, will be torn to shreds, which isn't ideal, but also more than that, they will also then lead to damage of your body armour underlayer, because that will get broken and rubbed and abraded by the road or the gravel path that you're on or whatever. But with the Sierra jersey, it won't happen. And I've come off many more times than I should in a Sierra jersey, and the body armour underlayer has been completely unblemished, as is the jersey, frankly. So they're very impressive bits of kit, and they now come in lots of nice colours apart from just black. There's also things like the Territory trousers, which again I have the previous version of. Used them in Morocco, and these are as lightweight and yet protective as a trouser could ever be. They're super light. The new version's even lighter with even improved ergonomics. In the H2O stuff, we have things like the Blackwater smock that I have, the component jacket. So whether you want a more traditional jacket, or if you're a bit more enduro influenced and you like the idea of a smock, they have one as well. Prices have pretty much universally come down as well at a time when all other manufacturers year on year are putting their prices up. So Rev'it have worked really hard on this Dirt Series to give something for everybody. So do check out the other dedicated video reviews. There's lots more I could say, but I don't want to go into too much detail here. If you've got any questions, put them below and I will get back to you in the comments in due course. And stay tuned for more exciting stuff from Rev'it and other brands leading into 2026. Have a great riding season. See you soon. Goodbye.